Hey guys, Shadow here, and welcome back to the no-kill run of Dishonored. I had a complete another brain meltdown for a second there. And that's empty. And okay, I guess, oh my god. I guess I'll read these, because I don't know whether you guys want me to yet or not, because I haven't bothered to ask yet, I guess. Boop. See, whatever. I was just gonna say Admiral Havelock was just complaining about, like, oil, like whale oil, like, being low, and, like, this seems like a limitless supply. I mean, look, this is an oil tank dispenser, and I can take it over here and fill it with oil. I don't... What? Greaves lighting oil. I thought that said greased lightning. Jesus. Slovak no longer has the upper hand with regard to supply of whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it into the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is completed, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used when handling fuel tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once. Huh. This guy is kind of arrogant. I mean, he's kind of full of himself and arrogant. I don't know. Whale oil processing, excerpt from the founder of the Greaves Whale House by Ebenezer Greaves. Does he only give somebody, I was gonna say penance, but it's not. I'm gonna leave this train of thought and go to this. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with lines cast from the main ship and from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck, and they lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off the fattiest parts while it still lives. Jesus! That's not how real whale hunting is done, is it? I know it's legal now, but it's not how it was really done back in the day. My god. Whale vivisection. What the hell's a vivisection? I can't remember. Anyways, remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage processed possessed some minor variants in physiology. On the second leg of the trip, east of Tavia, the crew hauled aboard a female, some 24... Oh my god, what am I, dyslexic? Some 42 feet in length. I estimate she weighed 35 tons. The ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the mass of tentacles around her mouth. I found row upon row of teeth and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assume she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. God. These people are monsters. Dead counter responsibilities. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis. I think I'm just gonna roll with it at this point, because it's taking up too much time to... I'm not even gonna explain it. The dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually by junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test, and if accepted for the 2-week training tour, pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. So time and a half, basically, I guess. Dead counter. Failed experiments. Of course, I have attempted to improve upon Slovak's designs, of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are all part of a community, striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess greater minds are often led to the fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. What the hell is wrong with this guy? He's got his head so far up his own ass. It's coming back out his mouth. Slovak is no exception to this. Despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the oh my god. Aristocracy? Whatever. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the various chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risk. You may laugh at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago, you would have laughed at Slovak's arc pylon and wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. He's saying he's better than Slovak, but it sounds like he's worse. It's not really
Now plug it in.
what I was gonna go for, but
Perfect. Thank you, Colts. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face. But this mask, terror. You just hold still, fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? See the lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables, and I will resell it on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make.
Not now, Piero.
I'm sorry. Let's see what he does have. That was a really bad, way overdone. Yeah, let's get some of those. I don't want to kill anybody, so let's not do that. Oh, upgrades. Accuracy. How much do I have? 670. Range, accuracy, reload. Combat sleep dart. I'm not doing pistol. I'm not doing sword. Optics. Bulk capacity. Charm capacity. No. No. And no. What does optics do? Allows to magnify your view. I will do accuracy for the crossbow. And then oh wow, it actually pumps it up. Okay, and I will do optics. Huh. There we go.
You must be exhausted.
Can I
advise that you get some sleep.
I advise
Your
you leave.
life will get even more difficult soon. We should rest while we can. Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more.
Shut up. That's what I need you to do is shut up. I like the story and everything, but when they like just keep talking and talking, I don't like I could be walking away, but they feel that they must tell me something, because apparently I'm too dumb to figure it out on my own. I mean, I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb.
Or care for a friend or family member who shows signs of blood on their face and chest area. The only way to help them is to bring them to the City Watch. They will be taken to the flooded district for treatment.
Treatment. Means they're gonna take them to the flooded district and then flood their lungs with water, probably. Like. Hi.
Hi. You must be Corvo. I am Lydia, at your service. Your room is upstairs.
Nope.
When... Oh my. You scared me.
I jumped out the window.
You Corvo. I suppose you're practicing for your... well, your job. You're much younger than I expected.
Where's my...
Do make yourself at home. Terrible you got blamed for the death of the Empress, Mr. Spore.
Very tempted to shoot people that like to talk to me too much with sleep darts. At the same time, I don't have enough money to keep doing that. Eh. What? Oh, I thought there was like an invisible wall there or something. Alright, I know there's something I'm doing. But I don't know what I'm doing. Wait, that made no sense. Come on, don't... Hi! Wow, that's not creepy or anything.
My break with the Academy was explosive. I had to rebuild from scratch, but
No.
so
Don't
much
care.
the better. I was sick of the
No! See? Get your head out of your own ass. Jesus. Hi, Samuel. You don't talk too much. Not compared to the other guys, at least. How do I... Oops. I don't know why I thought the right trigger would swing the sword. You know, even though it's in my right hand and, you know, never mind. Alright, I guess I'll go get sleep. I thought there was something else I could do, but... Oh, wait, maybe there is, but I have to... This is a... Where's this regular stairs at?
Attention all citizens.
Hell, where the...
Lady Emily Caldwell was abducted 6 months ago during her mother's terrible murder. Anyone with information
No.
or return of the daughter of our
What the hell just happened?
required to speak to the City Watch at once.
No! No! Shut up! No. I'm looking for muns. I need more muns. Lots more money, so I can buy lots more stuff, so I can not murder lots more people. Won't be murdering anybody. No murders. Why don't I have his workshop key? Ooh, ooh, ooh! Capricorn, Capricorn, Capri wire. This way. I may be doing this now, and you're probably sure there are people screaming at me for it. But look on the bright side. Doing this now means I won't have to do this ever again. As long as I remember that I did it now. Alright, now, I can't go in there. I can go there if I do the sneaky way. Doing it this way. Haha! I can remember my sneaky stuff a little bit. Eh. Okay. And we're going up here. Excuse me. Blood from the eyes. Okay then. It's quite a statement. Why am I in sneaky mode? Did I just say stinky mode or like a combination of sneaky and stinky? Whatever. I'm like borderline, I don't know, something. Alright, here. This is stuff. Oh god. The Fugue Feast. At the end of every year, after the last day of the month of songs, we begin the Fugue Feast. The new year has not started, and thus the time that follows is outside the calendar. A period of celebration and feasting begins, during which the people abandon the very practices that keep them whole and healthy over the year. Many leave their homes, euphoric and with spirits and potent herbs. So, beer and herbs. Some paint their faces or wear masks to conceal themselves as they pursue their passions without reservation. It's like that clown thing. It's like that clown thing that's going on right now. When the right cosmological signs are observed and it is time for the calendar to begin anew, the sitting High Overseer calls for the hymn of atonement, and the fugue feast ends. Families return to their homes, wives to their husbands. Enemies put down their weapons, and fires are extinguished. No complaint is given for those who have wronged others, deviated from ancient codes, or discarded oaths. For this time during the astrological alignment does not exist and is not recorded. The following day starts the new year, marked on the first day of the month of Earth, as it has always been. Okay, first off, that sounds like some what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas shit, and what happens in Vegas does not stay in Vegas. It never does. And second off, this sounds like some purge crap happening. Only less murdery, more adultery. Call to the Spheres, Volume 1. My stomach twisted as the engines of the odd vessel roared louder. It was the creation of Orcado, third perfect from the Academy of Natural Philosophy. He was exhilarated, savoring each of the small craft's undulations. Orchado pulled a lever, and a great gout of smoke surrounded us. The smell of burning whale oil grew unbearable as the machine propelled itself upward. I was too afraid to look through the window, which suddenly didn't feel thick enough, as if knowing my thoughts. Overseer Brian looked at me and smiled. Recite some of the litany, my pupil. It will protect your heart from the turpitude of the void on your way to the outer spheres. Wait, what the hell are they talking about? Are they talking about where the outsider is? Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Powdered crystal! Yeah! I totally need that. The trials of aptitude. Once a child shows proper inclination, he is marked. Overseers are assigned to study the subject's in order to determine whether this inclination is supported by cosmological conditions and other signs ongoing throughout the year. At the end of the cycle, those befitting further testing are removed from their homes some hours before dawn and must begin the march to the output. I've read this before. Read this in 2 episodes ago, I think. I keep reading just in case I didn't and I'm imagining things, but hours before dawn, they must be outposts outside the city. There, the children undergo ritual preparation and evaluation until the last night of the month of rain. Then they make a pilgrimage to White Cliff. During an elaborate ceremony, it is determined which of the children will become overseers and which must be put down. Yeah, because I mentioned something about them being put down. Can't remember what it was, but I think it was something like they're not animals to be put down. I don't know. Don't think there's anything else. I think I can... Oh, no, wait, no. I can go into, I don't think it was the general's room. Wait, what the hell? Oh, this is the second floor. Who the hell are you? Wallace. I remember you.
The Admiral served in the Navy under the Empress. But something happened with the Lord Regent that drove the Admiral out. If I understand it right.
Okay then. Yank.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by our antiquated owner. The others have no idea what it's like to
Whoa.
suffer as I have. Speaking of which, Wallace, please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which. Fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll be giving it tomorrow.
I'd like to point out that he's not the owner of the...
Master Colton. I saw you at court.
No.
Happier days. But you might not remember. I was once a close ally to the
No.
Lord
Don't
Regent.
care.
I-
Shh.
Yes, very much so.
Quiet with your mouth of holes that is speaking words. Mouth of holes? What the hell? A Gaffer's Tale, Volume 1. What the hell is a gaffer? Or a gaffer's early adventures. My sister Nina and I left Tavia together, saying goodbye to our aunt, the woman who had raised us since childhood. Leaving behind our home city of Yarrow and the cold but beautiful white landscapes we had always known. We boarded a ship for Dunwall. Our parents had left us with a sizable inheritance, and we spent half of this getting to the capital city, establishing a small import shop dedicated to Tavarian furs. Once I'd helped Nina establish the business, I was free to pursue my dream. Signing on with a whaling ship was the most exciting thing I had ever done, and I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I would captain my own crew and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many months. As an apprentice to the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of the great beasts up close. Nothing ever fired my spirit so as the wind and pounding waves. Racing after a wounded whale, being pulled by a skein of cables embedded in its thick flesh. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in the previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me, so that Nina barely recognized me when I returned. Tanned and sinewy, with muscle, weathered creases already wrinkling the corners of my eyes, but she could see that I was filled with joy, having found my purpose. This isn't the General's, is it? General Hemlock's? That's not his sister that the book's talking about, is it? Admiralty and the Fleet. While each of the isles have some form of naval fleet, none of it is more inept than that of Bristol, which, with its long, proud history of great ships and the admirals who command them, boys come of age in the cities of Bristol, hoping to someday captain such a ship, and family dynasties are made by those captains who track down infamous pirates or crush seditious uprisings, as during the Morley insurrection. I can read insurrection, but I can't read seditious, or whatever that is. In times of war and peace, Bristol continues to innovate at sea. I had to sound it out in my head. What the hell's wrong with me? The ship designs of Anton Sokolov. Apparently I do that now when I can't do the word right. Whatever. Himself now represent the highest standard in whaling trade, allowing crews to haul their kill up over the deck and begin the butchery and processing, even as the ship returns to Dunwall. The crews can be seen working on their latest whale as the ship moves slowly up the Wernhaven River, coming to the dock with one of the powerful warehouse companies, such as the Greaves Whaling House, suspended in the rigging overhead and backlit by the setting sun. The silhouette of one of these creatures makes a moving sight as it cruises it to its final resting place in the industrial heart of the capital city. Well then.
Log entry 1-4. Seems we've moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and has moved to the staging location.
Pendleton's voting bloc and my military connections. All we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the bastards for us. Corvo is more than capable of that, I have no doubt. And Bone.
So they actually...
Switch.
So they actually want me to kill people, but I won't be killing people. So I wonder how that's actually going to change things. Havelock Journal, Havelock Log, entry 1. Okay, so this is different. It has been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They have not returned, so I can only hope they succeed in getting the packages delivered. Piero spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I could find a way to mass produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as the dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coleridge Prison, and if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him odds of 1 in 5. Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, have-ass. Lock? Okay, that was horrible. Have-lock ass. Oh my god. How many more books do I have to go through?
Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures are the safest.
2 more, I think. Litany on the White Cliff. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod to those who would stray from the herd, for the foggy gray waste of the outsider. We will burn a bright fire with our victorious actions so that the others will not lose their way. And to those who chose to wander beyond the walls of our homes in far places, we will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. I have no idea why I did that, but I did it. And it is now done! I don't know, it just sounded like, I don't know, like something I should have done. I do not sing. I don't sing. I'm just gonna make that completely clear. What we do, I'm almost about to sing. What the hell? What will you do with a drunken whaler? What will you do with a drunken whaler? What would you do with a drunken whaler early in the morning? I'm not singing. Feed him to the hungry rats for dinner, feed him to hungry rats for dinner, feed him to hungry rats for dinner early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises, way, hey, and up she rises, way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver, slice his throat with a rusty cleaver, slice his throat with a rusty cleaver early in the morning. Stuff him in a sack and throw him over, stuff him in a sack and throw him over, stuff him in a sack and throw him over early in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises, way, hey, and up she rises, way, hey, up she rises early in the morning. I promise I'll never sing again. I feel like I should hit myself for that. I thought I was done. Hey look, volume 2 of A Gaffer's Tale. Next to the toilet. Must be a good read. Shadow of Bitterleaf, Young Prince of Tavia. Lord Nathan Bale, shaking with outrage. How dare you, sir, clothe so in my very home? I should hand you over to the watch, depraved Tavian. Prince Kalisar, moving closer. That's a harsh welcome for royalty, my lord. Your daughter treated me with much more hospitality. Alas, she has gone out for the evening, leaving me all alone. Lord Nathan Bale, stammering, studying the younger man before him. What are you doing? Leave this house! Go back to your frozen wasteland, pale rascal. Prince Kalisar, smiling coyly, reaching out. No need for anger between us, Lord Bale. Is it so wrong for me to be here? As I've proven, I've developed an affinity for you and your family. Lord Nathan Bale, gasping. Oh my, Kalisar, your skin is so warm, it burns. Ha! Ha! I think I just made that into... Ha! No, I'm not going there. On the shadow on bitter leaf. Finding my way to the feeble light of the dying fire, I saw her working. A large needle moved in her hand, following precise, esoteric patterns, knots and loops of seamstress craft from ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shudders, shaking the wooden table. What the hell? A morbid fascination pushed me closer until she turned her blank face toward me, resting the needle in his flesh. With a refined tone, she addressed me. So are you the lover, I presume? You two have been unfaithful, and it is now your turn to be mended. What? Is she sewing his butthole back together? Because somebody plowed it open? Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2, or Gaffer's Final Passage. After more than a quarter of a century, I'm done with whaling. I'm too broken to continue. I've seen all the corners of the Isles and made more coin than most men see in a lifetime, but it's all gone. I've lived through an emperor and watched his daughter take the throne. A fair young empress she was, but slain so young. Everything beautiful comes to die. I've eaten in every port of the known world and sailed in the loneliest waters you could imagine. I've seen the cliffs around Panacea. I don't know. I don't even remember how I said it before. Even the best of it doesn't give me an ounce of joy. The years come back across my dreams as a line of butchered bodies, long, sleek, and singing among the waves under the moonlight, only to be speared by ugly, weather-scarred men who knife each other for a good pair of boots. Ugh. Year to year, I had less time to come home. My tongue forgot the language of small chatter, and those who lived in the cities thought me odd. My sister Nina hardly knew what to say to me during our visits. When she lost her business to the Lord Regent's crooked barrister, I was 100 miles east of Morley, a gaff hand frozen from the sleet as we tracked the first bull whale we'd seen in months. I helped her as much as I could, but Nia died in the early days of the plague. None of it mattered. If I'm jaded and bitter, it's because this industry has taken away my dreams. The world has beaten me. Well then. What ho? What might this be? Yoink! Ha 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 ha! Havelock's room key! Ha! Sneaky, sneaky. I have taken it. This is now mine. What the hell is wrong with me? I think I asked that question a lot, actually. Anyways, I am all out of time for this video. So, thank you so much for watching. Excuse me. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So, until then, see you later. Ow. I could do without. Oh, come on. Yeah. Those don't count, right? Because I didn't do that.